Hi Aquarius, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate with your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of November, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and if you would like to know more details about it, you can read in the description box below. It is inspired in the current Scorpio season we are on, and it's a love-themed reading, which will also be the theme for this mid-month reading for the collective of your sign, Aquarius. If you have any other further questions, just email me. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Aquarius, in terms of love, the energy presented here for the next weeks, seems to have a level of resistance when it comes to allowing love in that is quite high. So there's a sense of defensiveness against the connection or against feelings that for some of you, they seem to put you on a spin, on a feeling of being intoxicated and confused and high on a lot of options and fantasies and possibilities, but they don't offer you a sense of stability and a sense of peace in particular. And so this disarray, this chaos that you're experiencing at times when it comes to love is propelling you, at least for the time being, to push it out. Like the options you have, even for those of you that are in a relationship, like to put more of your partner's energy at a safe distance from your own. I just feel like there's a lot of things you want to focus on and you feel like you can't because of how messy your love life might be, or just how chaotic certain aspects of your relationship might be. So that doesn't matter if you're single, if you are thinking about a person of interest, or if you are in a committed relationship. I feel like there's a lot of chaos, and I also feel like there's a lot of defensiveness. So there's a sense of you dealing with people in general when it comes to love that offer you something that you resist because you don't feel it to be safe or to be clear. And the Seven of Wands is right here in the center of your reading, so you're really tense about whatever it is going on love-wise and the feelings that are being activated right now. And I do feel like it could be that the more love gets near you, close to you, the more options you have, the more people interested you have in you, the more you get to be in this energy of get away from me. So there's a little bit of an interesting energy here occurring where you're really pushing love away or pushing love out because you feel it to be the safest thing you can do right now. For some of you, there's some Aquarius here that just want to keep things more in a sexual base, or more, leaning towards more the experience of satisfaction and pleasure than keeping anything more serious, or allowing, real feelings of love and vulnerability to take place. I feel like this issue with the Seven of Wands might be coming up because for those of you that have here someone like a person of interest where you have been casually with, hooking up, having, sex without, any commitment or without any plans for the future. I just feel like for those of you that have been more in casual situations, the person you are dealing with might want a decision on your end, or might want to ask you. I feel like there's someone asking you how you feel, what you want. Do you love them? And I feel like this is what is causing you to be a little bit on a defensive or resistant mode, is that you don't want to go there. So it feels like for some of you Aquarius, you want to go down an avenue where things are more, physical and based on passion, no strings attached. And there's others, they're looking for something more emotionally fulfilling, or just emotionally complete. So it's like the sexual aspect, the passionate aspect, one needs to be balanced also with the emotional, aspect, and this is what is lacking even in your, perhaps in your committed relationships. For those of you that have a partner, a solid partnership, it might be a time where either you are offering resistance to be more emotionally invested, or your partner is. Either way, there seems to be a need to address the situation with more balance, which is a challenge to Justice Arcana, is to be fair amongst the connection and your needs and the needs of your partner, the needs of the person you're dealing with. Because I feel like for some of you Aquarius that you are rejecting someone, answers, or a clear decision on your end of what you want out of the connection. You're being unfair. I feel like you're being unfair to someone here, for some of you. For others of you, if you feel like someone is not giving you that and is putting you constantly in a state of doubt and chaos and confusion, again with the Seven of Cups up here, you might need to come to terms that it's time to make a decision for your own peace, and focus on what's fair to you, right? So if you feel that someone is not treating you fairly during this mid-month, act accordingly, because there is a desire for transformation to occur, and during Scorpio season is the best time period to really work on that. So the Death Arcana in your unconscious in love matters really speaks that you're moving towards a very powerful transformational period, actually. And again, when things are too complicated or too undefined, if the person you're dealing with is not contributing to your well-being, I feel like you will be more inclined to end it or to push it away, because you already have enough in your plate. And I also feel like for others of you Aquarius, it's just you have a lot on your plate already, so you don't want to deal with someone that doesn't have their own shit together. And I feel that for others of you, maybe you went through a difficult breakup or separation in your past, and you're still healing from this, so you're not really available to be emotionally invested in something yet. For others of you, you might be understanding that you need to separate here, to make a decision to end the connection. But again, there's so much confusion crowning this reading. So it's like deeply that there needs to be a death. So there needs to be complete change, a radical change, a transformation that shifts the relationship or the connection into something completely different. But I feel like you're still at times taken by fantasy or an illusion of an expectation that things will change by magic, or just things will get better by themselves. I feel like for those of you Aquarius that are expecting someone you're dealing with, that it's relevant to this reading to improve, to get better, and if you're holding on to that too much, it's this big sense of expectation, be careful with that, because I feel like the tendency here is for the person you're dealing with to remain pretty much the same. There are Aquarius here dealing strongly with Libra or Leo influences, but it could also be that, again, I keep getting like the attempt to get to you is as strong as your desire to pull away. And this applies to any relationship. And for those of you that are single, it's the same thing. It's like the moment you fantasize about love, or you crave love, you desire love, the moment it gets close, you resist it. And I feel like fundamentally it might be just because you're not ready yet. Indeed, with the Death card in your Arcana, you're still healing or transforming aspects of your own nature. You might be going through a difficult period by itself, where you are changing, your belief systems are going through a powerful change here as well. Maybe you've went through a difficult ending in your life. I feel like for some of you there has been maybe here a death in particular that is still you're still recovering from, the death of someone close to you. Or I even feel like for some of you, this is for a small percentage for Aquarius that went through the loss of a partner, the death of a partner, or a person you really loved so much. Again, you're still healing from this, but it's not like love is totally absent. I just feel like you're not ready to get to get involved with it. You fantasize about it. There's fantasies here, and there's even possibly at times, you indulging in flirtation, seduction games. When it gets to be as real, or as defined that is as it needs to be, I feel like there's an immediate pullback reaction. Now, as we move into December, you have the Lust card, so you have passion. I feel like, again, you might not be ready to be, for those of you that are dealing with your more casual energy, flings and things of that nature, you might continue to not be ready to provide to this person something more solid, or this person also might not be able to offer that to you. But I feel strongly this energy comes from you, Aquarius, but there's going to be a strong sense of surrendering here for some of you to passion, all right, to experience passion to its fullest. And I feel like for some of you, Aquarius, there's a way in which this passion, something that might begin more based on sexual attraction, to grow into something else. But it has to be a very, like a slow fire that burns. And when you know, without you realizing it, in your future, you're going to see that maybe you're already invested more than you thought you would be, or that things are more, emotionally, that you're more emotionally ready, or again attached than you thought you would be in a connection that starts more in a physical way. But I also feel like there might be just a rekindling for those of you that are in a committed relationship and things have not been easy. There might be a rekindling of passion between you. So for those of you that as a couple went through difficult, or are going through difficult times, a lot of things interfering in the stability of the connection, or in appropriate time to, love each other. It's even the feeling here like to make love to each other. So that level of intimacy that it's required might not be present so much due to, several factors. I feel like with the Seven of Wands, there might be this no, right? So maybe your partner tells you no when you want to be physical, or you tell them a lot no. And again, this is creating a lot of complications. For those of you that are single, again, I feel like you're going to have options, but the majority that are indicated here is going to be more based on sexual attraction and chemistry. I feel like for some of you, you're going to move in that direction. You're going to be, exploring sexual, interactions or fantasies, possibilities here with someone. For others of you, you might just use this passion, you might just use this energy, this boost, this high sexual drive to apply it into something. And I feel like for some of you, it's to apply this creative fire into actually organizing your life, like taking this energy to be proactive about things you have been stalling. So I hope you have a great mid-month. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.